Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new Ninjago video here on the channel. My name is TannerFishies. In today's video, we are going to be discussing yet again something that was revealed by Ninjago series co-creator Tommy Andreasen during a recent interview with the YouTube channel known as TTV. As I'm sure you guys know, since we've done a bunch of these videos at this point, Tommy Andreasen revealed a lot of interesting behind-the-scenes information, and one of those interesting information drops is what we're going to be discussing in today's video. That, of course, being the identity of the Vengestone buyer and how it was not always supposed to be Harumi. As I'm sure you guys are aware, in Ninjago Crystallized it was revealed that Harumi herself was the Vengestone buyer, a figure that we had seen operating in the background throughout several seasons, whose identity was never officially revealed until now. Turns out Harumi was indeed in the background of many of Ninjago's prior seasons, operating in the shadows, trying to smuggle Vengestone for the Crystal King's ultimate plan. But like I said in the intro, Tommy Andreasen revealed that that wasn't always the case, and in fact almost every single Ninjago villain from Ninjago's past was once considered for the Vengestone buyer role. That may seem a little insignificant at first, but Ninjago has had many villains coming in various shapes and sizes, each with different histories, powers, and roles. I think it's interesting to think about what would have happened with Ninjago Crystallized if a different villain was chosen for this role. For example, how would Ninjago Crystallized have been different if Chen was the Vengestone buyer? What about somebody like Moro? And if somebody else were to have taken on the Vengestone buyer role, would Ninjago Crystallized have just gone on without the addition of Harumi? Tommy Andreasen did reveal why they chose Harumi though, and it was because Ninjago Crystallized was shaping up to be more of a Lloyd-focused season. And with that, Tommy Andreasen wanted to include a lot of Lloyd's greatest foes. The Overlord was always going to be showing up in this season, he was always going to be the Crystal King, but with Harumi, that was not an original decision. Harumi had just as much of a chance to come back as literally every other Ninjago villain out there. But of course, they did manage to work her into the story in a very effective manner in my opinion, and we did see that she was in the background of several Ninjago seasons, once again operating in the shadows. And speaking of those sequences, it was kind of hinted at that Tommy Andreasen borrowed that idea from a very popular fan theory involving Pythor. You know, since Pythor can turn invisible, maybe he was in the background of every Ninjago season all along, secretly pulling the strings or secretly causing as much havoc as possible. And I guess they borrowed that idea, that fan theory, for Harumi and actually made it a thing. But thinking about Pythor for a second, he very well could have been the Vengestone buyer as well, again given his powers and his evil nature. And we did end up seeing Pythor in Ninjago Crystallized, though he was not the Vengestone buyer. But like I said, all of these alternate scenarios are interesting to me. I would love to see a version of Ninjago Crystallized where Pythor was the Vengestone buyer and Harumi was not in the storyline. Ultimately though, at the end of the day, I feel like having Harumi be the Vengestone buyer was the best possible decision, though I must admit it would be interesting to see what Ninjago Crystallized could be like without Harumi in that Vengestone buyer role. And with that being said, that'll pretty much wrap it up for my thoughts here. Hopefully you guys found today's video to be rather interesting, and if you did, feel free to leave a comment down below discussing what you think about this entire situation. And if Harumi was not the Vengestone buyer, who do you think would have been the Vengestone buyer? What villain from Ninjago's past should have filled that role? Leave all your thoughts down below in the comments. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and that'll pretty much wrap it up for my thoughts here. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. If you guys enjoyed today's video, feel free to like and subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and I will talk to you guys again really soon. Peace.